Imagine being tasked with defending against a force of nature, a creature built for devastation, moving with the deceptive grace of a ballerina before unleashing the fury of a Russian thunderstorm. Picture a player so supremely talented, so effortlessly dominant, that when he steps onto the ice, the entire dynamic of the game shifts, opponents bracing themselves for the inevitable onslaught. This wasn't fantasy. This was Evgeni Malkin, Gino, the unparalleled co-pilot to Sidney Crosby's legendary flight in Pittsburgh, carving out a legacy defined by sheer, terrifying might and mesmerizing skill. He wasn't just another star. He was the second son in Pittsburgh's championship constellation, a monumental presence who elevated the Penguins organization from hopeful contender to certified dynasty, proving time and again that when the stakes were highest, the great Russian giant played his best. For 2 decades, he tormented the league, simultaneously dazzling with puck control that defied physics and punishing defenders with a power game few could ever match. Malkin's career arc is a testament to sustained elite performance, peppered with iconic moments of individual brilliance, making him perhaps the most uniquely dominant forward of his era, a perennial threat who could single-handedly derail an opponent's evening with a subtle flick of the wrist or a devastating drive to the net. Malkin's journey from Magnitogorsk to NHL immortality is woven with moments of breathtaking talent and startling grit. His physical tools were immediately evident upon arrival. A 6-foot, 3-frame packed with muscle, paired with the hands of surgeon, a rare, coveted blend that made him virtually impossible to neutralize in the offensive zone. It was this potent combination that led him to not only capture the Hart Trophy as the league's most valuable player in 2009, but also to secure the Art Ross Trophy as the league's leading scorer, illustrating a complete dominance of the game's offensive landscape, a feat reserved for the truly historically great players. His early career explosion set the stage, but his clutch performances in the playoffs solidified his legend, culminating in the 2009 Conn Smythe Trophy, awarded to the most valuable player in the playoffs, after he orchestrated the Penguins' first Stanley Cup victory of the era, truly cementing his status as a championship-defining athlete. That entire performance showcased his ability to shift from playmaker to pure goalscorer, proving he could adapt his game to whatever the moment demanded, a scary proposition for elimination round opponents. It's often forgotten that Malkin won the Calder Memorial Trophy in his rookie season, yet due to a complicated contractual dispute in Russia, which involved sneaking out of a hotel, his arrival in North America was delayed, a dramatic entry fitting for his powerful personality. Few players possess Malkin's unique gravitational pull on the rink. When he had the puck, time seemed to slow down for him, though he skated with ferocious acceleration. He could effortlessly hold off 2 defensemen with one arm while finding a perfect cross-ice pass with the other, a visual spectacle of coordination and sheer man-strength that left spectators and analysts alike gasping in amazement. Furthermore, Gino became the 4th player in NHL history to record at least 100 points in 3 separate Cup-winning seasons, confirming his consistent top-tier offensive production was always directly linked to Pittsburgh's ultimate success. While Crosby often receives the media spotlight, Malkin was the nuclear option, the player who, when engaged, seemed to carry the weight and fury of the entire Russian hockey community on his broad shoulders, intimidating opponents into making costly errors. His relentless pursuit of the puck and willingness to engage physically belied his finesse, always reminding the opposition that they were playing against a competitor who simply refused to be beaten. In a surprising display of longevity, Malkin is one of only 2 players in NHL history to record 1,000 career points, while also being over 6 feet 3 inches and weighing over 210 pounds, highlighting the rarity and power of his specific physical profile among hockey's elite playmakers. The true climax of Malkin's terror game wasn't a single goal or a stunning pass. It was the psychological dread he instilled. Opponents knew they could shut down Crosby for a period, yet Malkin, seemingly lurking in the shadows, could erupt in a 5-minute span and turn a tie game into an insurmountable lead, a genuine, terrifying supernova of offensive talent. This unpredictability, The oscillation between quiet efficiency and ballistic dominance made defensive planning against the Penguins an exercise in futility. His notorious Geno shuffle, a mesmerizing stutter-step movement with the puck on his stick, left defenders completely vulnerable, often resulting in highlight reel goals where the goalie was left utterly helpless, staring at the ceiling and wondering what just happened. There was a raw, primal aggression to his play, especially when goals were scarce, which often resulted in him simply deciding the game must end now, leading to those signature, powerful drives right through the defense, shattering attempts at containment. The respect he commanded wasn't merely for his skill. It was born out of fear of his capability to administer crushing defeats, a silent acknowledgement across the league that when Malkin truly decided to take over, few forces in the world could stop him. His sustained intensity for a game that demands constant physical sacrifice over 2 decades has cemented his status not just as a champion, but as a warrior whose immense power and finesse elevated him beyond mere superstardom into the realm of the mythical hockey deity. Evgeni Malkin stands as a permanent fixture in the pantheon of hockey greats. A 3-time champion, an MVP, a scoring champion, and a playoff MVP, holding nearly every significant scoring record for a big center in Penguins history. The story of Pittsburgh's dynasty cannot be told without giving equal weight to the massive, terrifying impact of his presence, the untamable engine that drove countless conquests. His career is a masterclass in leveraging physical strength alongside elite technical skill, proving that true athletic dominance comes from unifying power and precision, a model of hockey excellence that casts a long, formidable shadow over the entire game. His legacy is etched in the ice, a testament to what happens when raw talent meets relentless Russian determination. Never forget that focusing too intensely on one star might blind you to the equally devastating force waiting just behind him.